Picturesque Provo, Utah, LaBelle Edwards Stadium. A staple of the college football environment. Color-coordinated schemes in the stands. A stripe out today. Students, alumni, all fans have band together to try to make life miserable for these visitors. It's the UCF Knights and the BYU Cougars. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. Out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Hand it to the back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Look out! Left side is Wade. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
I think as a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? 3rd down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
The Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Sets his feet. It's Barnett. Out wide right, it's Watson. Breaks into the open. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, they're going to try to get this guy the football as many ways as they can. You're going to see it, obviously, in the running game, but here doing a nice job in the pass game, too. Leaking him out of the backfield, working the right side of the field. That's a nice game by the offense.
The Knights are moving quickly down the field. A handoff for Watson. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Takes a snap. Wants to throw. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he missed it. No good. Guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
And this place was going crazy before the game, and the offense on the first drive kind of quieted them down a little bit, but the defense, great job. They get a goal-to-go situation. They get the stop, force the field goal, force the miss. The crowd's back in it, baby.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. To the air. It's Bachmeier. Fires to the middle. That's caught. It's Bachmeier. Breaks free, and he might be gone. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cougars. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not shoot.
He's taking the shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. The Knights send out the punt unit.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
Quarterback changing the play. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Got a man. It's Martin. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He lets it fly. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Looking left. This time he's got it. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the first.
Hits inside. It's Martin. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
I love the effort by that defender on that play. He knew the ball was coming to the outside, and he was being blocked. He was able to shed it quickly and then use his speed to force that ball carrier out of bounds for a loss.
Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. They'll run the screen. Crosses the 45. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Knights come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
2nd and long here. Now on the move. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Scanning the field, it's Barnett. He lofts one down the sideline. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
When they take big shots down the field and they air it out, I got to trust my technique. I got to stay with that wide receiver, wait till he shows his hands. When he shows his hands, I'm bringing my hands up to knock the ball away. Nice job by the defense using his technique, knocking the football away.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Almost picked off.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Watson. Able to make his way past the sticks for the 1st down, and the time is going to drain out here in the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Oh, he's got some space. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. From the gun, and they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Moves the pocket. It's Barnett. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
Well, BYU is a team that made it to the Big 12 title game a year ago. A big part of it was L.J. Martin and their ability running the football, but also what he was able to do catching it as well. Bachmeier back at quarterback, so this offense really expects to take the next step. But L.J. Martin, David, probably one of the better running backs in the country that maybe a lot of college football fans outside of the Big 12 don't really know about.
Yeah, I mean, he could catch it, he could make you miss, he could run you over. Like, the injuries slowed him down a little bit a year ago. But another year of experience with Bear in the backfield, and that is a big Bear. That is a large Bear that can also run the football. Could be a great 1-2 punch that makes you pack a lunch and tackle some grown men for 60 minutes.
Out wide right, it's Phillips. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
And the Cougars come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Making the adjustment on the play. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Oh, pressure's coming. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Hey, he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. And when I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air, but now, nice job dropping back, trying to force the ball down the field, but does a really smart thing. Just kind of tucks it, takes off, and gets the 1st down. This guy's showing you a little bit of everything today.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Out wide left, it's Casper. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Then man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And it's incomplete on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And this defense has come out really, really strong. I mean, this is the third possession. They've already got 2 stops, and now they try to take advantage of them and go over the top because the D's been aggressive. Still doing a great job staying disciplined, staying home. To start this football game, man, they have been lights out.
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. And the referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He's got it. First down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. The Knights with the 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Watson. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it.
Touchdown, Knights! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
Yeah, and the
passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he puts through the extra point. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Takes off. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. A costly holding penalty backs him up. It's 1st and 20. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. A lot of defenders around on that screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? They'll snap it from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Man, those are those balls where you trust your wide receiver to go up and make those plays. So many guys now played hoops for so long, big bodies, long arms. Those are the ones when they get their hands on it, you want them to come down, secure those catches, and make those big plays for you.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully, forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
Drops back on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Knights peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Has it. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
It's so much nicer when you're a defensive coordinator and you're calling plays and you know exactly where that quarterback is going to be. This guy, not the case. He needs to scramble. He just scrambles out of the pocket and still makes big-time plays.
He's looking to throw. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Gets the back moving. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, UCF!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
And it's blocked. He's got it, and he can go with it. He takes it all the way back for the defensive two-point conversion.
How about the job by this field goal block unit? They didn't take the play off. They get penetration, get their hands in the air. You never know what's going to happen. It takes a good bounce. Next thing you know, you're scooping it up. You're taking it the other way and putting 2 points on the scoreboard.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The ride. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Left side, it's Martin. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Back to throw, time running short in the half. That's caught. It's Lions. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. 1 more snap coming before halftime. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Wants to throw on first. Sends it downfield. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We begin with the Ohio Bobcats taking on the number 10 team, the Virginia Cavaliers. And it's the Bobcats engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Handoff to the lone back. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Out wide left, it's Bachmeier. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. And he's brought down after a short gain. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. He's changing the play. Looking to throw for it. And the missed connection on third down.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Motion from the back. Got to make the play on fourth. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver or tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Fires to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Second down, gonna throw it. In traffic, it's Nacua. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll run it. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Making the adjustment. Second down to the air. Got it!
Well, obviously they were trailing going into halftime, and they knew coming out, getting the ball back first, they were going to have to put a drive together. How good is this thing looking at? Running the ball, throwing the ball up and down the field. Now they're down in a goal-to-go situation with an opportunity to tie this thing up. This has looked really, really good by the offense coming out of halftime.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Back's got it on the screen. Touchdown, BYU! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. He steps out of bounds just across the 20 at the 21. Decent starting field position here. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw. It's Barnett. Right down the middle. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He's brought down. A short return, and the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And he makes Makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Running inside. It's Martin. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Selling the fake. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Oh, it is on the offensive line to shore up the protection after the sack on the last play. 3rd down. Changing the routes with his receivers. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He throws into the middle of the field. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air, it's Barnett. Throws to the tight end. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Oh, he just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but I'll tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Nestles it in at the 35. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Handoff to the lone back. Spins away from the defender. At the 45 on his way. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. So 1st down will open up the final period. Freshetta Downs going up top, setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
And a nice play by the defense. 3rd and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
And it's gone! Still a one-score game, and they've got a little breathing room.
And that was an important kick here in the 4th quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. The defense able to hold them to a field goal on that last drive, and now this offense will try to answer, and they need a touchdown. Off play action on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
There he goes. The 50. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Knights! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that is the easiest touchdown pass that guy is ever going to throw. The little touch pass, jet sweep, and how about the speed out in the open field? Man, David, quarterbacks love those. Those are stat builders.
And defensively, man, we've got to see that, and we've got to adjust. Safeties have to be able to come down and play that jet sweep. It's frustrating when you see him not adjust. And then, listen, you could see it, the wheels. I mean, that dude had some speed when he got around the corner, and nobody could catch him. But defensively, we've got to see that a second sooner so he can come up and make a play.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Looking for more room. He takes it in. Touchdown, UCF!
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And he added the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Bachmeier. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. After giving up that score on the last possession, now they need a touchdown and the 2-point conversion to tie things up. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6. BYU lines up quickly.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where
free up the gun. He's at the 20. Touchdown BYU, and they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and we are all tied up here in the fourth. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. They put the brakes on it.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Buying time to his right. Slings it downfield. Good coverage to knock that pass away.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone, and I love the vision right here by the quarterback, seeing the quarterback the whole way, breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll try to do it himself. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And this defense did exactly what they wanted to do. You force the passing situations. Now what do? Now you can drop back, play pass. And when the quarterback scrambles, now I just rally to the football. I tackle him on the ground, and I force the 4th down.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it. A big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Second and long here. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Under pressure.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the 4th quarter, 1-possession games. QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Drops back. It's Barnett. Rolls right. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
All knotted up. Is free football in the forecast, or can this offense win it here? Left side is Wade. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be. It's just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
He's got the first down. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Timeout taken by BYU at second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Third and long, and they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. Quick give. It's Watson. Touchdown, Knights! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Drops back on first down. He's taking a deep shot. Got it down the field. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. And the Cougars come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Going over the top. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
I can't believe it. He had a chance to just end the game right there. If the defender makes the catch in the end zone, up a possession, this is ball game. But because he put it on the ground, this offense still has life.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Second and 10, he'll throw again. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. They're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. And that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking for a big play. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Got some room to run. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
This has been a presentation of EA